We are going to be canceling 4 credit cards this year, which are going to include credit cards like the American Express Gold, American Express Business Gold, Hilton Honors Business, and Chase Sapphire Preferred. So in this video, I'm going to explain our exact rationale for why we're canceling these 4 credit cards this year. And I'll also be discussing some tips and strategies along the way that can help you determine whether you should keep or cancel specific credit cards as well. Real quick, if you do enjoy credit card content just like this, then make sure to hit that like button and check if you are subscribed, because doing so is a free and easy way to help support my channel. Okay, so the 4 credit cards that we are going to be canceling all do have one thing in common, which is that they all have an annual fee. The American Express Gold card has an annual fee of $250. The Business Gold card has an annual fee of $295. And then the Chase Sapphire Preferred and Hilton Honors Business both have an annual fee of $95. Since they all do have annual fees, one thing that I recommend doing for every credit card that you have that has an annual fee is to reevaluate those credit cards every single year, because you want to make sure that the value that you are getting from the benefits is outpacing the annual fee that you are paying. So it's not rocket science. All of the credit cards that we are going to be canceling just simply aren't giving us enough value to outpace the annual fees. But it's not as simple as that, because there are specific reasons for each one of these credit cards for why we're not getting enough value to outpace the annual fees, and why we ultimately came to the conclusion that we need to cancel these 4 credit cards in 2024. So I'm going to get into those specific reasons for each of these 4 credit cards in a second. But first, one question that you might be asking yourself is, isn't it going to hurt our credit scores to be canceling 4 credit cards? Well, not exactly, at least long term, and here's why. Lucia and I made it a focus that early on in our credit card journeys that we prioritized no annual fee credit cards, because since they didn't have annual fees, there wouldn't be any downside or reason for why we need to cancel any of those cards. So our oldest credit accounts are pretty much all no annual fee credit cards, which will make the length of our credit history, which makes up 15% of our credit score, pretty stable over time. The 4 credit cards that we are going to be canceling this year are all relatively new credit accounts. So inevitably, whenever you cancel a credit card, there's going to be a temporary drop in your credit score, but our credit scores will recover long term, and I'm especially not worried about this because we always pay our credit card statement balances on time and in full every single month. We do our best to keep our credit utilization as low as possible, and the length of our credit history will continue to rise over time, with our oldest credit accounts being those no annual fee credit cards. Okay, but now let's get into the first credit card that we are canceling in 2024, which is the American Express Gold card. Both Lucia and I have the Amex Gold, and we're just going to be canceling one of them. So we're going to be canceling Lucia's American Express Gold. And the reason that both of us had the American Express Gold card up to this point is because, first of all, our goal was to double dip on the welcome bonus for the Gold card. And then for the first year of both of us having the Amex Gold card, we lived about 2 hours apart. So we both were able to organically utilize the Uber and dining credits that you get on the Gold card every single month. And then since we were living separately, we had our own dining and grocery store purchases. So we were both able to get 4x back on all of those purchases with our own individual Gold cards. But we got married in July 2023, so now we live together and all of our dining and grocery store expenses are the same. So since the Amex Gold card has an annual fee of $250, even in the scenario that we were both able to maximize all of the credits on our individual Gold cards, it still wouldn't make sense for us to have 2 of them, because we can just put all of our grocery store and dining expenses on one of our Gold cards. And so a couple months ago, I did chat with American Express and I asked for a retention offer, and I even considered canceling the card. Unfortunately, a little bit to my surprise, they were not able to offer us a retention offer on Lucia's American Express Gold card. So I even considered canceling the card right then and there. But the problem was Lucia had over 100,000 American Express points on her account, and so we obviously didn't want to cancel this account without utilizing those points. And we obviously didn't want to just redeem those points for cash back, because then we would get a low value of 0.6 cents per point. Plus, I didn't have a specific travel redemption in mind. So even though we could have transferred those American Express points out to a flexible travel partner, I typically try to avoid transferring points based on speculation, because once you transfer points out to a travel partner, you can't transfer them back. Ultimately, I just figured it would be easiest to keep this card open for 1 more year and then make sure that we're maximizing the credits on both of our Amex Gold cards. But then for our next big travel redemption, we will be utilizing Lucia's American Express points so that we can liquidate those points from Lucia's account and make sure that we're getting good value from those points as well. And then in November of this year, we will be canceling Lucia's American Express Gold card. The next credit card that we plan on canceling in 2024 is the American Express Business Gold card. I mainly got the Business Gold card back in 2023 because I was targeted for an increased welcome bonus offer, being able to earn 100,000 American Express points. And so even then, in the back of my mind, I knew that there was a possibility that I was going to be canceling this credit card after year one. Then in October of 2023, the American Express Business Gold card went through some major changes. So the annual fee was increased from $295 to $375. So to make up for that annual fee increase, the Business Gold card added some new credits, memberships, and additional point categories. The main new credit is a $240 credit that is split up into $20 monthly statement credits and can be utilized for purchases at Grubhub, FedEx, or office supply stores. And the Business Gold card is also now offering a Walmart Plus membership, as well as 2 new categories that you can get 4x points on. So that's going to be for transit purchases and for wireless phone services. However, even with those additions, the Business Gold card made some benefit subtractions as well. The Business Gold card is getting rid of a valuable benefit where you got a 25% points rebate for any flights that you book through the American Express travel portal. And then American Express got rid of 2 of the 4x category options, which are for shipping and airfare that is purchased directly with airlines. But in terms of what the changes to the Business Gold card actually mean for me and my own situation, I think I will be able to maximize that new $240 statement credit because I'm just going to use it for 1 meal at Grubhub, but I don't really get any value from the Walmart Plus membership, and the multipliers don't really do that much for me since I already have the regular Amex Gold that gets 4x back on dining in grocery stores. So any value that I am able to get from the Business Gold card is still going to be significantly less than the new $375 annual fee. With that said, like I said earlier, you should be evaluating your annual fee credit cards every single year, and you should take a long look at those benefits and make sure that the value that you're getting from the benefits is outpacing the annual fee. In this case, the value that I'm getting from the benefits on the Business Gold card simply don't accomplish that goal. And I kind of predicted this when I first got the credit card last year because I mainly got it for the welcome bonus. So when my card member anniversary comes up this year in 2024, I'll first ask for a retention offer. And if that retention offer happens to be really good, then maybe I would consider keeping this card for 1 more year. But I'm most likely going to be canceling the American Express Business Gold card in 2024. The next credit card that I plan to cancel this year in 2024 is the Hilton Honors Business. The Hilton Honors Business is just one of 3 Hilton credit cards that I currently have. So the business card, the Hilton Honors card, and the Hilton Surpass card that I just recently upgraded to. And the Hilton Honors Business card has an annual fee of $95, with the main benefits on the Hilton Honors Business being that you'll be able to get 10 complimentary Priority Pass lounge visits every single year, automatic Hilton Gold status, and the ability to earn a Hilton Free Night Award if you spend $15,000 or more in 1 calendar year. However, the big problem with the Hilton Honors Business is that there is a lot of overlap with the Hilton Surpass because some of the core benefits on the Hilton Surpass are also going to be that you'll get automatic Hilton Gold status and the ability to earn a free night award. So in my case, I don't think it makes sense to have both the Hilton Surpass and the Hilton Honors Business, and I was just able to take advantage of a 50,000 point upgrade offer to the Hilton Surpass. Plus, I don't really care that much about the Priority Pass membership that you'll get with the Hilton Honors Business, and even though the Hilton Surpass does have a higher annual fee than the Hilton Honors Business at $150, I do think that I can get significant value out of the $200 Hilton credit that you now get on the Hilton Surpass. So I think it makes a lot of sense for me to have the Hilton Surpass and not have the Hilton Honors Business. Additionally, American Express does limit the amount of American Express cards that you can have at one time to 5, assuming that they are non-charge cards. So canceling the Hilton Honors Business would free up an additional American Express slot and give me more flexibility to get additional American Express credit cards in the future, such as an endgame setup type of hotel card like the Hilton Aspire or Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant. My card member anniversary for my Hilton Honors Business is this March, so since canceling a credit card will temporarily drop my credit score, my plan would be to apply for my next credit card shortly before this, which would likely be the IHG Premier Business, the Chase Ink Cash, or the Chase Ink Preferred. Finally, the last credit card that we are sort of canceling this year is the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Even with the $50 hotel credit, it doesn't make sense for both of us to have this card, especially since we primarily need the card for the travel upside, and you can combine Chase points under one person's account if they live in the same household. But the reason that we're only sort of canceling the Chase Sapphire Preferred is because we aren't actually canceling it, and that's because we are instead going to downgrade Lucia's Chase Sapphire Preferred to a Chase Freedom card. Since doing so will keep that credit account open, so it won't have any negative impact to Lucia's credit score. So we'll be able to keep that credit account open pretty much forever and just let the average age of our accounts continue to increase over time. The best part about this strategy is that Lucia got the Chase Sapphire Preferred back in June of 2021, and Chase has a rule where you can get a new Sapphire bonus every 48 months or every 4 years, plus the one Sapphire rule where you can only have one Chase Sapphire card at a time, meaning that by us making the decision to downgrade Lucia's Chase Sapphire Preferred right now, she will be eligible to get another welcome bonus on a Chase Sapphire card in June 2025, and both Lucia and I are going to repeat this strategy with our Chase Sapphire cards every 4 years. But in conclusion, like I mentioned earlier, you should evaluate every single annual fee credit card that you have every single year to make sure that the value that you're getting from the benefits is outpacing the annual fee. It's totally okay that in some cases it might make sense to move on from a specific credit card and cancel it. But if you want to see what my credit card strategy looks like this year in 2024 and what credit cards I'm actually going to be adding, then go watch this video next. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Peace.